In today's video, let us learn how to list the defect and symptom in the faulty SMPS. Objectives. At the end of this video, you will be able to: Number 1. List the physical defects identified in the faulty SMPS in cold condition without switching it on. Number 2. Identify sections of the voltage stabilizer. Number 3. Locate the major components of various sections.
Let us collect the tools and equipment required to do this practical. Trainee's toolkit, 1 set. Multimeter with probes, 1 number. Adjustable type table lamp, 1 number. Magnifying lens, 1 number. A faulty SMPS kit, 1 number. Oscilloscope, 20 MHz, 1 number. Soldering iron kit, 1 number. Spare components as required. Rosin code solder as required. First, let us carry out the safety precautions before doing this practical. Number 1. Disconnect the SMPS unit from the mains before removing from the PC. Number 2. Do not touch the PCB with bare hand without discharging the DC storage electrolytic capacitor. Number 3. Discharge the storage capacitor by using an incandescent bulb connected with wires across the capacitor. Take an incandescent bulb and connect it across the terminals of the storage capacitor. Ensure that the bulb's filament makes contact with both terminals of the capacitor. When the bulb is connected, it will briefly light up with full brightness as it draws current from the charged capacitor. As the capacitor discharges, the brightness of the bulb will gradually decrease until it goes out completely. Number 4. Do not use screwdrivers to short the capacitor terminals for discharging static charge. Number 5. Measure the voltage and make sure it is 0 before proceeding for test. Number 6. Set the multimeter in DC voltage mode and connect the red and black probes of the multimeter to the positive and negative terminals of the capacitor respectively. With the multimeter connected to the capacitor, observe the voltage reading displayed on the multimeter. If the capacitor is fully discharged, the voltage reading should be close to 0 volts. However, if there is any residual charge present in the capacitor, the multimeter will display a non-zero voltage reading. Procedure. Task 1. List the defect in the faulty SMPS in cold condition. Step 1. Record the specifications on the cover of SMPS. Step 2. Verify whether means supply voltage is disconnected from the SMPS. Step 3. Initially, perform cold check by keeping SMPS in off condition. Components on PCB of the defective. Cold checking. In the context of switched mode power supplies, SMPS typically refers to the testing or troubleshooting of an SMPS when it is in cold state, meaning that it has not been powered on recently. Use an appropriate screwdriver to carefully remove the screws to take off the SMPS cover. Task 2. Observe the SMPS and list out the physical defects noticed as shown. Number 1. Charred or smoke smell on PCB. One common cause of the charred or smoke smell on a PCB is overheating components. This could be due to excessive current flow, poor heat dissipation, or a malfunctioning component. Number 2. Check for any component like resistor, diode, black or charged, or damage in the PCB board. Number 3. Check for any capacitor in the PCB that is bulged or not. Exposing a capacitor to voltages or currents beyond its rated specifications can cause stress on the capacitor, leading to overheating and bulging. This can occur due to voltage spikes, power surges, or improper circuit design. Number 4. Check for PCB board darkened due to short circuit. Short circuits occur when electrical current bypasses the intended path and flows through an unintended route. often due to a direct connection between 2 points with different potentials. Task 3. Number 1. Check if the wires connected to the PCB boards were broken. Start by visually inspecting the wires connected to the PCB boards. Look for any signs of physical damage such as fraying, cuts, or breaks in the insulation. Pay close attention to areas where the wires are soldered or crimped to connectors or terminals. Number 2. Check for any track cuts in the PCB. Look for any signs of physical damage to the tracks such as breaks, scratches, or discontinuities. Use a magnifying glass to examine the PCB tracks, especially if the tracks are small or densely packed. Number 3. Check for any connectors broken in the PCB board. A broken connector may feel loose or wobbly, indicating that it is not surely attached to the PCB. Number 4. Check for any dry soldering points on the PCB board. Look for joints that appear dull, grainy, or have a rough surface texture. These are common characteristics of dry soldering points. Dry solder joints may feel brittle or have poor mechanical strength compared to properly soldered joints. Number 5. Check for any switching transistors blown into the PCB. Common causes of transistors blowing out include overvoltage, overcurrent, short circuits, or improper handling during installation or operation. Number 5. Check if the fuse is blown in the SMPS. If the fuse has blown in a switched mode power supply SMPS, it's an indication that there is a fault in the circuitry. Task 4. Number 1. Perform warm check of SMPS and measure output voltages. Number 2. Observe whether the SMPS fan is working or not. Start by visually inspecting the fan. Ensure that it is clean and free from any obstruction that may prevent it from spinning. Check for any visible signs of damage or wear on the fan blades. Number 3. Turn on the power to the SMPS. If the SMPS is installed in a computer or electronic device, power on the device. The fan should start spinning when power is applied to the SMPS. Number 4. Observe the voltages at the connectors and various test points and record the observation in tabulation. Number 5. Use a multimeter to measure the input and output voltage of the SMPS. Set the multimeter to the appropriate AC voltage range for the expected output voltage of the SMPS. Number 6. Start measurement of AC voltage across the 3-terminal mains cord. Serial number 1. Parameter to measure phase to neutral. Voltage AC 230 volt. Remarks. Number 2. Phase to earth 230 volt. Number 3. Neutral to earth 5 volt. Number 7. Set the multimeter to measure the DC voltage in the appropriate range and switch on the SMPS supply. Measure the DC voltage across the P4 cable connector and record the readings. Serial number 1. Description: ground. Wire color: black. Measured voltage. Number 2. Ground: black. Number 3. Plus 12 VDC. Yellow. Number 4. Plus 12 VDC. Yellow.
Recap. In this video, we have learned how to list the physical defects identified in the faulty SMPS. Thank you for watching.